January 2nd, 2013, Dabu 7. We have 1.5 million people being told to leave the city of Isfahan, Iran. Some people are getting this story confused. Not a whole lot of clarification, but there hasn't been a whole lot of clarification given as to the cause. They're being told to leave because of pollution. An expert that has analyzed the situation for a long time in Iran and Iraq has said that they've watched the pollution in these areas for a while, and never ever has anyone been told to evacuate a city, much less 1.5 million people. They've been told go inside, close the doors, this and that. Now, this is from January 2nd. This report is saying conflicting reports have emerged from Iran over an explosion heard in the central city. So this is not stating in itself that this happened today. This could be talking about the event that happened in November, which you can read the fall story here. It doesn't clarify, but it's coming out of nowhere and just saying there was an explosion, and they're doing this today. If you go and you look at the other date, which is dated here for November 28th, it says that there was an explosion. They tried to downplay it and say that it was nothing major. It didn't happen inside the nuclear facility. Of course they're not. You know how that goes. Of course they're not. These cats are not supposed to be having this stuff. They won't let Westerners in. Nobody really knows what's going on. But BBC says that they have advised 1.5 million people who live in this city to leave the city because of pollution, which has now reached emergency levels. Now, this expert goes on to say that one of two things are happening here: that either they're telling the truth about the pollution and the people just don't want to believe them, or that they're lying and that they're telling these 1.5 million people to exodus the city because there's nuclear radiation. Point blank, it's simple. So regardless of what the cause is here, I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this in due time, but 1.5 million people being told to leave the city is very substantial. Fukushima, not one person was ordered to leave the West Coast. It tells what your government thinks of you. Okay, you're getting doused with radiation right now. All of us are. Infant death rate has gone through the roof. The statistics are just sickening, but yet none of you people will listen. People are glued to the TV. The TV tells them what to think, what to do, what to eat, what to drink, what to wear, where to go, how to do it, how to live, what to believe. And these sheep listen to it on a daily basis. So you people can argue with whatever you want to argue about. Fact of the matter is, you get doused by radiation, and the Iranian government cares more for its people than your government does for you. So what do you think about that? I think it's time to rise up and have a revolution, in my own opinion. But half you people will just, shit, 95% of you people will never even hear my message, so what does it matter? By the time I really hit any mass exposure, they'll cut me down, shut me down, just like they do it anybody else. It's word of mouth. It's when people come along with a message to me, I try to pass it along, and hope that there's more people out there, like me, that will continue to pass on that message. Though I try to put information out there, and I tell people to make it viral, very crucial, critical information that I think people should have, and it doesn't seem to go nowhere. Yet I can put out a video on a UFO or something out in space, or a meteorite, and get 250,000 views. It makes no sense to me where the minds of these people are. Anyway, with that said, we're now in 2013. Iran is telling 1.5 million people they should leave the city. So I'll leave links. You guys can read into it. It is what it is. But I think that this situation is ripe for a Barack Obama administration to jump on. I would if I was them, under the guise of They just fumbled the football in their own backyard, this nuclear football, and they're covering it up. We have proof. Whatever. We're going in. There's people's lives at risk. People are dying. People are irradiated, and they're going to act like they give a shit. Just like they act like they give a damn about any of these kids that were killed at Sandy Hook or any other place, when they don't care that 26,000 children died today on this planet from starvation. Stabu 7, January 2nd, 2013.